Hey girl, hey! Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to see you guys again. If you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, I know it's been a long time. I successfully moved across the country, me and Mr. Jungle Naps. We are now in California and we live on an 80-acre ranch with his parents. Love it here. It's really beautiful. I'll probably insert some clips for you guys if you want to see what it looks like. But today, we are going to be talking about the Colourpop by Birdie collection. I have the whole collection. We're going to be playing around with it. We're going to be doing swatches. I'm also going to be doing a look with this as well. And this is just a beautiful collection. Before we get into it, I just want to say, if you're brand new here, don't forget to subscribe, join the family, and ring your notification bell so you can be notified of my new uploads. So let's do a breakdown of what's in this collection. First things first, I have 2 sets of blush sticks. Now, each stick includes a blush and a highlighter stick. Now we have 2. This is my Perch or yours, and in a Twitter, very cute names. We also have 2 lip sets here. Now they include the ultra glossy lip and the ultra blotted lip. And there are, in this one's called Can't Be Tamed. It's got Cloud Chaser and Well Nested. And in this one is also called Winger Takes All. And it's Ringleader, which is the blotted lip, and Menagerie, which is the glossy lip. Can't wait to try these. We also have some beautiful lashes. Now there are 3 sets, as you can see here. I just love the packaging. The packaging is so freaking dope. Colourpop has really stepped it up a notch with their packaging. Fell out. So, okay, this one right here is called Doll, as you can see. It's a nice, like, flirty lash, and it's probably like semi-dramatic, right? Because you could cut it a little bit to fit your eye shape, so it's not going to be like the full band here, but it's really nice. The next one that we have here is called Baddie. Ooh, and this one, does this not almost look like Baddie B lashes? Like, not as dramatic, but like just a little bit. It's very dramatic. Really cute for probably like a night out, or, you know, every day, depending on what floats your boat. Yes. And these here are called Shorty. So they are less dramatic, but definitely very flirty. They are full lashes as well. And I can't wait. It looks like, even if you take a look at the band is not too thick either. So I'm hoping they're really nice and flexible, but you know, the price is right on these, so I'm not gonna complain. We also have 2 liquid lips in this set as well, called Tattletale and Starling. Then we also have a 1 palette here with 12 shades. And then this is their Jelly Shadow little pots that they've got, and I've been really wanting to try this formula. I haven't tried it yet. They've got 4 shades, so we've got Early Birdie, Hoot and Holler, On the Fly, and this one, beautiful, Fly the Coop. Okay, so let's get into some swatches, shall we? Okay, so taking a look at this palette, I mean, it is actually really beautiful. I'm just gonna scooch over so you guys can see a clip of these swatches with flash on my arm. Now, I think these look beautiful on deep, dark skin. For me, I honestly would categorize this as a palette that is more of a neutral glam with some options to go dramatic, because you've got a lot of warm colors. Now, they've also taken a lot of neutrals in the pink family, but spiced them up with some really beautiful like gold reflex, and just, you know, giving them like a nice twist to colors that we probably already have. It's like just a little bit different to make you be like, ooh, let me purchase that, you know? Something that I want to say about this palette, okay, First of all, it's been a long time since I actually purchased anything from Colourpop, and I didn't know how creamy these freaking colors are. I was like swatching them, I was like, oh damn.
Oh my goodness, oh my damn.
All right, so next up we've got the beautiful jelly eyeshadows. Now when you open them up, they do come with a little seal here. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is a reusable seal. So obviously I'm guessing these will probably dry up if they're exposed to too much air. Just keep that in mind that you want to make sure that you keep them sealed. I mean, it's like a good amount that you're going to be using here. It's not too much, you know, but this formula is so creamy, hence the name jelly. And let me swatch it on the back of my hand for you. It's a really beautiful peachy color, and it actually spreads really, really nicely as well. Ooh, I think I might have to use this one. It is just looking yummy. It's like a really beautiful peachy gold. So again, when you're closing it, just make sure that you push this in, because I really think if you leave it open, it's gonna dry up very quickly and you won't be able to use it. So for those of you guys that didn't know, that was Hoot and Holler. Now the next one here, how beautiful is this color? It's called Fly the Coop, and I'm actually gonna take a little bit of color from the lid and just get that going nice and swatch it. Oh my God, you know what? I love purpley plums. Like, look at that like nice reflect shimmer that it's got going on. Is that not beautiful? The best thing, honestly, is that they like spread so easily, and I feel like if you're not very skilled in makeup, they're just super easy to use, you know? You just put them on with your finger, it's great. So this one here is On the Fly, and it's a much lighter, pinkier color than Fly the Coop. So let's see what that looks like. Ooh, look at that. So this one, it has a little bit more like fuchsia reflex in it. Definitely a color for like pink lovers. It's gorgeous. And the last one here is called Early Birdie. Beautiful yellow, like goldish color. And I'm going to swatch this one. Oop. Okay, so not the prettiest swatch, but it is a really nice, bright, like canary yellow. And so just so you can compare a little bit, they are all really nice. Like as you can see right there, you can get the deepest color of that. And then when I move my hand like this, they've got that nice bright shimmer. So they do have that like dual like dimension, you know, depending on the way the light hits it, it looks different. Now for the blush sticks. So something to note for you guys is that one of these is definitely meant for lighter, fair, medium skin tones, and the other is meant for medium, deep, dark skin tones. So the My Perch or Yours is the one that is meant for deeper skin tones. So I'll be swatching that because the others don't really show up on my skin. Now, I will also just show you what this one looks like in a second. So in the My Perch or Yours, you get the blush, and this one is called Aviary. Very cute. Now, something about this blush is it's not like very, very pigmented. It's like a lighter, you know, cream blush, and I like that. So as you can see here, you see it on my skin, but when you blend that out a little bit, like onto your skin, it looks really nice. It's just like a nice light pink. It's nothing too crazy. It's not a very like pigmented harsh blush, and I like that because I like blushes that just look like a subtle hint of color on the cheeks. I'm not a big fan of, you know, really pigmented blushes. So just a heads up, you know, if you do like really pigmented stuff, you're not gonna find it in this blush stick collection. Also, the highlighter here, this one is called Flycatcher. And this to me is just like the most beautiful gold cream highlight. As you can see right there. Now, if I'm gonna blend it out, it does blend really, really nicely. Now, of course, this is not gonna do it enough justice. You need to see it on my face to really appreciate it. Now in the other one right here, you've got In a Twitter, and opening this up, I'm just gonna show you what they look like, because honestly, even if I swatch them, they just wouldn't be showing up on my skin tone. But definitely for the fair to medium girls, this one right here is the blush. It's like a really nice light peach, and this one right here is the highlight. It's like a nice lighter champagne color. All right, so for the actual lip set, Can't Be Tamed, the Ultra Blotted Lip, which I'm wondering how different of a formula is this from their matte liquid lipsticks. It does seem to just be more on the creamier side. It's beautiful actually, with a nice brown liner. This would be super bomb. And the glossy lip right here, as you can see, the swatch, this one is called Well Nested. This is a really cute little like pink combo. You could definitely do some cute looks with a nice kind of like brownie pink nude look on the lips. I like that a lot. Now in the Winger Takes All set, the blotted lip is this one called Ring Leader. And honestly, I mean, it kind of does look really similar to the other set. Ringleader is a bit more pink, which I'm not a fan of like super bright pinks. This one isn't so bad, but they are still very similar. Now the Glossy Lip Menagerie. I love that. Like, I just love, you know, like these light champagne-y kind of glosses. They just look so cute. I'm really, really digging this. Now let's take a look at their liquid lips. So this is interesting. On the actual packaging, it says liquid lips. On the formula of this, it says ultra blotted lip. So I'm guessing that the ultra blotted lip like takes over their liquid lipstick formula. You guys tell me if you've noticed a difference between those two formulas. I'd be really interested to see that in the comment section. So let me show you these swatches. This one, the Tattletale, is right here, which is nice. Definitely great for a nude. And this one is like classic brown nude. Love that, because I mean, honestly, I like to wear neutral glam the most, and that one is called Starling. Now I also wanted to show you the Birds of a Feather set. So this is really cute actually, and I love how different Colourpop's ideas are. This is a like matching color set. So you've got the volumizing mascara. Actually, let me take this out so you can see what the brush looks like. Ooh, and it is a very like detailed brush, so you can really get up in there in your lashes. You also have this cream gel liner called Charmer. Ooh, what does this look like right here? Oh, it's actually very smooth, I will say that. And it's deep. I like how pigmented it is. And we also have this nice, they call it brown, but to me it looks more of a deeper plum, and it's called Charmer. Let me do a little swatcheroo for you. Ooh. How beautiful is that? I love that. This is great for just, you can just layer this as a single color on the lid. You can even use this as a base for a lighter color to kind of deepen it up. Oh my God, I'm in love. Now, I think I also forgot to tell you guys about these nail art decals that come in the whole set. So you have two, one called Peacock Accent and one called Feather Gradient. Honestly, they look very, very similar. The difference is just having a single feather here versus having multiple feathers on a decal. I don't think I will be using this in this review, but I will try this on my own time because I'm not familiar with using art decals, so I need to take my time and kind of figure it out. But they look cute. Like, I'm hella down to try them. Now, let's get into this. You want to see how all this stuff looks like on my face, right? You don't just want to see some swatches. So I'm happy to provide for you. Let me just get my eye base and we'll get started. So for my eye base, instead of just using concealer or maybe a heavier color base, I'm just going to use a colorless eye base. This is the Put a Lid on It from the Balm, and I like it because it's moisturizing. However, it does set my eye makeup. I don't have to worry about creasing as long as I set it first. and it just spreads really easy. So if you have lids that are, you know, a little bit dry, or even if you've got like oiliness, like mine are a little bit combination, just like my actual face type. Now, I get oily on the bottom, but on the upper part, as you can see right here, I do get a little bit dry, and I do tend to have flakes. So I can't have anything that's too dry. Now, the trick is you don't want to open your eyes a lot if you have folds or your eyes are hooded or anything. You do want to kind of keep your eyes down. Now, you can lightly just take some powder right here and just dust the parts that you want to set. I like to set it at the area where my lids kind of fold, you know, so that it doesn't end up moving. But I leave the upper part alone just because that area is pretty dry. Okay, so first off, we get to start with this beautiful palette. I do want to have like a small note for you guys. These two glitters, there is a note on the packaging, and it says not intended for the immediate eye area. I just want to let you guys know, use it on your eyes as a risk because they're not eye safe. So if one of these particles falls into your eye, it could scratch your cornea or something like that. So just be a little bit careful. I mean, I'm not much of a body glitter wearer, but I mean, you know, if you are, then it could work out nicely for you. So I am going to go in with, oh my gosh, like I have so many beautiful options right here. I'm going to go in a little bit with plumage, and I'm going to mix it with nesting. I'm just going to kind of take this and kind of dip them together, dust off the excess, and then kind of just stamp it a little bit in my crease and then blend it. Now you do want to take your time blending. I'm noticing that even though they swatched very smoothly, you can see that there is just a little bit of you know, skipping in the color area. It's not as smooth as I would like it to be, but that's okay. This just means you need to take your time, work with it, and build up those areas so that you can get a nice smooth coverage. So as I'm working on this other side, I don't know if you guys can see this area right here is definitely like clinging to my skin and not really spreading as easily, which is kind of a bummer. It's only something that I would pick up on because, as you guys know, I'm very detailed. I can be a little bit picky about things, but I like to give you guys the full picture so that you can make the best decision possible. Okay, so now I'm ready to work in this beautiful color right here, Heron Chic, and I've got a clean blending brush, and I'm just gonna work it in the lower crease area. So just, ooh, look at how nice that is. Oh my God. It's a very pigmented color and I love that. So I'm just dabbing this on first because I really want to intensify that color all up in there, and now I'm gonna blend it out. Now look how nicely those two blended together. That I appreciate. So I really like how Heron Chic blends out. It looks really, really nice. It's funny, you know, I started out thinking this was gonna be a non-dramatic look, but I've already started and now we're gonna just take it there, you know? So I couldn't help myself. Fly the Coop is the jelly shadow that I'm gonna be using today, and I'm just gonna use my fingers, and if I need to get in there for some detail, I'm gonna be using a brush. I mean, come on, is this not a beautiful color on this skin tone right here? Come on, you guys. These jelly shadows. I've been sleeping. I have to admit, I really have been sleeping on these. So it's really important while these dry, I'm not gonna open up my eyelids because I want them to set. And when you have hooded eyes, you run the risk of really, you know, creating that crease before they've set. Okay, so luckily these actually set fairly quickly. like they're dry right now. I love that. That way I don't have to wait a long time. You know, something that I did notice about this palette when I went to look for a color to kind of deepen the outer part of my eye and make it a little bit more smoky is there isn't really something, unless you start with the neutral lighter colors. Like if you have a darker crease, there's no like really true like dark brown or black or deep plum. So I mean, you know, there is something here called Plumage, which I use kind of in my crease, but it's not dark enough or what I really want. So I'm going in with this cream color first called Charmer that we swatched. This was the beautiful plum color, and I'm just going to put it here. I know, don't get scared, it is really dark. We're gonna blend it out and it's gonna be beautiful. So I'm not gonna worry too much about how kind of messy this looks out here. I do want to note though that this cream color sets like incredibly fast. So if you're gonna work with it, work quickly. Now on this gradient right here, just because I want to blend it out and have it look like a kind of a smooth transition, I'm gonna go into Heron Chic, and I'm just gonna go in and blend this together with a flat brush. All right, so I went ahead and I put a little bit of some liner, lashes, finished the other eye, and I think that this looks beautiful. Once I add lashes, it's really gonna pop, and I'm so excited to be using some Colourpop lashes for the first time. I mean, look at all these choices. Like, it's really, really hard. Okay, so Baddie is something that I would normally go for in this video, but I do have to go to dinner with my in-laws and I don't want to scare them with my gigantic lashes. So I'm gonna go with something that's a little bit more on the tamer side, but I think, ooh, what is this one? Shorty? I think I'm gonna go with Shorty. Okay, so before I put this on, let's just look at this lash. It is really nice and flirty. It's like double or no, triple stacked with the lashes, so it's got some dimension to it. It does feel flexible. I like that because we don't want a stiff band at all. I'm gonna trim these and put them on and then show you what they look like. Okay, so this is what the Shorty lashes look like. You know, I wasn't really sure about if I was gonna like them or not, but I think that they really, really complement the eye look very, very well. So I'm gonna get into my base makeup if you guys are interested to see how that looks and how it's gonna complement the by Birdie collection. So first up, for primer, I use the Touch in Soul No Pore Blend Primer. This is more of a smoothing to get that nice smooth canvas, you know? And then for the mattifying part in my T-zone, I use this one from CoverGirl, the Full Spectrum Matte Ambition Primer. So for foundation, I'm ready to go back to an old favorite, the Smashbox Studio Skin, and this is the shade 4.0. Now I'm going to put this on my brush because my hands are like covered with glitter. You know, that's just what happens with glitter sometimes. So just kind of putting this, and I'm putting a light amount because I just don't need a lot of coverage right now. I'm very lucky. I haven't had a lot of breakouts. Thank you, retinol, for that. But yeah, basically I'm gonna put a nice light coating. I'm not gonna go too crazy. So now I'm just gonna take my sponge and press that in. I'm really actually excited that I've been able to use this foundation because I love its lasting power. Previously, I couldn't use it just because it wasn't the right shade for me, but it just so happens this time of year it is, so that's really great. Now for concealer, I'm gonna use the Stay Naked concealer. This is in the shade 70 WO, and I really, really love this concealer. It's got great coverage. It also has great staying power. I really like it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I really like how it blends out. It's just really nice. Can't complain about it. Now for setting powder, I'm going to use my Milani translucent powder. And my trusty brush that I've been using for years. This is just my favorite brush to set the under eye area. It's from Kat Von D. It doesn't even have its name on it, but it's the under eye setting brush. And it's just so feathery, and the bristles, you guys, they're so smooth, and they really just like get everything in there without causing any creasing. It just blends like a dream. Now I'm not gonna use cream contour because I'm feeling a little bit lazy, but I am gonna use bronzer. I'm gonna use the Hoola Toasted Bronzer, and this is just a really nice bronzer. It gives so much warmth. And look at that, like it just blends so seamlessly and smoothly, and I just can't get enough of it. And this brush, like it makes it so easy to blend without having to use your powder to cut the bronzer when you make like a smooth line. It just looks like so nice. Okay, so before we get to the cheeks, I do want to use the cream gel liner. This is in the shade Charmer. Okay, so I gotta bring my mirror really close for this because I don't want to mess it up. And I'm just gonna kind of keep it from the middle to the outside. I don't want to line the whole thing. Well, you know what? We'll just feel it out. Yeah, I like it just ending it in the middle. And then I'm gonna take this brush right here. I'm gonna take just a little bit on my brush, and then I'm gonna smudge it out. Just to kind of give it like a nice, soft, smoky-ish feel. Doesn't that complement it so nicely? So off camera, I went ahead and used the volumizing mascara just on my lower lash line. And this is what I have to say about it. Honestly, I have really small, tiny lashes, and I didn't see like a big enough difference to make my lower lash line pop. Like you pretty much can't even see them. But I do have to say, if you have long lashes already and voluminous lashes, then I think that you're really going to like this if you're also interested in the color mascara trend. The idea of like plum lashes sounds really amazing, right? To me at least. So if you know you are somebody with the longer lash type, then I think you'll like it. Okay, so let's get into this bad boy right here, the Blush Stix My Perch or Yours set. So I'm going to be using the deeper peachy color, and I say deeper because it's the deepest of the two sets. And I'm a little bit hesitant to just swipe it on my cheeks because I don't want it to be like too crazy looking. So I'm gonna take my blush brush here and just kind of dab it on, just to kind of see what I get. So see, like I told you guys, you can see it's like a nice hint of blush, but it's not a lot. And it does have a little bit of a hint of, it's not shimmer, but luminescence to it. So it makes you look naturally flushed is what I want to say. And that's not a bad look. I want to look naturally flushed, you know what I mean? For me, because I like a subtle blush look, I'm gonna use the brush application. You can put it on with your fingers, dab it on with your fingers. You can, if you're a little bit more daring, swipe it on and put it on that way. But this is just like a nice look for me. Like look at that. It's just like, oh, I'm flushed, you know?
Oh, gosh.
Also, I want to try out this beautiful, beautiful little highlight stick, cream stick here. And it's so funny because on here it just looks like a light peachy color, and it looks kind of scary, especially if you have deeper skin. I'm going to put it on my ring finger and just kind of dab it on there. This, I find, for me, is the best way to blend it out because I don't like to go too harsh with the highlights. And that way I can like blend it into my face makeup. I like to like bring it down into the balls of my cheeks, you know? And like look at that. That's really, really, really nice to me. A nice natural flushed look. Okay, so lips. We got a lot of lip options. First things first, for me, I need a brown liner. Like brown liner for me is life for any type of nude. So I'm gonna use my teeny little MAC chestnut liner. I will use this until like the very last bit of it, but I'm just going to line my lips and bring it a little bit inward. So see how I'm kind of like bringing it down. I'm not totally covering it, but I just want to create a nice ombre look. Now, because I have a really like colorful eye look, I'm going to be kind of boring in the lip department because I just, you know, I want to go big on just one, not both eyes and lips. So I'm going to pick the nudie color here. This one is called Starling. And I'm just going to blot it together. Ooh, like look how nice and effortlessly that just combined. I didn't even have to do much blending. I mean, this looks like so heavenly to me. I'm really digging this look. Super glam for the eyes, but a nice everyday nude lip. And for once, I'm not gonna add gloss. I'm just going to let it just be and like shine in its own awesomeness. Now, I definitely want to know what you guys think of this look. If you want to check out some more of my reviews, don't forget to check out some of my videos right here next to me. And I've also got some awesome playlists as well. I love you guys. Thank you so much for kicking it with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.